Welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Frank Poulin. We're here today at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts, where we're going to discuss their upcoming season, gallery exhibits, as well as classes that you can take. So definitely stay tuned to see what kind of fun is in store for you. Hello and welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Frank Poulin. Today we're here with Ms. Jackie Cherry, Executive Director of the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts, and Sandy Hart, the manager of Jester's Gift Shop and the gallery guru here at the center.
Absolutely.
Now, we want to kind of talk today about the new season and the season that you guys have put together here. I know there's a whole bunch of fun stuff. There's the shows, of course, behind us. There's exhibits, and then there's a whole bunch of classes, too, to discuss. So which do you guys want to kind of discuss first?
Well, the first thing that opens up is, of course, our new gallery exhibit. So, Sandy, you want to tell us about that?
That's right. We are excited about the new season in the galleries. We have two galleries here at the Suffolk Center, so it's always a challenge to make sure both are full.
I'm sure.
We start in September. The opening reception is September the 17th, and the exhibit is called The Form and Function of Wood. The Norfolk Gallery is going to have the Woodturners, Tidewater Woodturners in it. And they are based in Norfolk, but their members are from all over Tidewater. And it's a select group of artists from the Woodturners, and they have elevated their turning ability to quite an art form. As you can see over here, we have some pieces that are similar to the ones that'll be in the exhibit. These three pieces are done by Ray and Martha Roundtree, who are from Suffolk.
Oh, wow, those are stunning.
So we're fortunate to have them right here.
I can imagine how long something like that would take to put together.
It is incredible, the time that is involved in that. And they're an interesting couple because Ray is the woodturner, but unlike most married couples, Martha tells Ray what to do, and he does it.
We actually had them for Third Thursday last season, and they are amazing. Some of her work that she does to get him on target, if you would, is beyond what I anticipated.
Yeah.
And they are known all over this area. But also within that whole gamut of woodturners.
And then that's kind of an art form you don't hear about too often. And that it's just so great that that there's a display of these things. Because, I mean, especially those. I mean, if you see that in a store, you definitely don't think, wow, it took a whole bunch of time and art behind it to go into it.
It's an art form.
Yeah.
And, of course, Sandy does carry their work year-round
Does she?
in
Okay.
Jester's in the gift shop.
We do. It's always interesting to me, too, when men come into Jester's and are looking around, they're always drawn to the woodwork.
Yeah.
And they just are fascinated with it, as they should be.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Then in the, that's in the Norfolk Gallery. Then in the BB&T Gallery, we'll have the woodcut art of J.J. Lankus, which we are so excited to have. He died in 1960. For a while, he lived in Hilton Village in Newport News, but originally was from Buffalo, New York. But he elevated the art of the wood prints, which were used commercially as illustrations, to an art form, the art form that it is today. What has been so interesting is his family, his grandchildren, own his work, and they have pulled all of his work together for this exhibit. So many of them will actually be here at the opening, which is wonderful.
Really cool.
But J.J. Lankus actually illustrated for Beatrix Potter.
And let me just stop you there, if I might. Beatrix Potter, it's their 150th anniversary this year. And I know we're only going to talk about the season through the end of this year. But Beatrix Potter, in that celebration, we are going to have Peter Rabbit Tales here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, later in first quarter. So you have to stay tuned for that and go to our website.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
But it's phenomenal. I mean, the illustrations there, it's terrific.
And a lot of these illustrations obviously will be on exhibit.
I don't know if we have one from Beatrix Potter. We may. They have just delivered the work, and so we're cataloging it and getting it ready for the exhibit.
But I was taking a look at that earlier. That stuff's really, really cool.
Yeah, and this is the small block is what he actually carved, and then the framed piece is the print from that wood block.
So I can barely draw a stick figure, so I don't know how.
We will have quite a few of his wood blocks on display with the print that was made from them. We also have a few of his paintings, which are unusual, and so those will be on display, as well as some books that he illustrated. We'll have the books and the blocks, so it'll be very interesting.
Is there a charge for the exhibit, or?
The exhibits are free. They're open to the public, and the galleries are open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 4.
Oh, wow, great.
And all of our exhibits are free and open to the public.
Oh, that's great to know.
Throughout the year. Absolutely.
So this exhibit will be running from September 17th through October 31st.
Oh, great.
And I really think this is the first time the whole thing has come together. They exhibited one other time in Richmond.
Yes, they had an exhibit at the University of Richmond, and some of his pieces are on permanent display in different museums all over the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. Sounds like a great, and speaking of great, I mean, you've got a whole schedule of great stuff.
I think so.
Yes.
And we're really excited about it. Our first show this year is Capitol Steps.
I've heard a lot about that.
I think you have,
Yes.
and you should have. It was originally, a group of workers on Capitol Hill that were going to put together a Christmas party for one of the senators. And they started thinking about things to come up with for entertainment for the party. And they were going to do one of those things that you needed 3 wise men for.
Okay.
And they couldn't come up with 3 wise men.
On Capitol Hill?
They decided to go to the latest headlines, and the latest headlines really were the entertainment pieces for it. So next thing you know, we have this, and I think at this point in October, they'll probably have enough material to work with.
I'd say there's quite a bit of material out there.
Yes, and we are thrilled to death that Duke Automotive is sponsoring that. They've been with us for a long time, and we really appreciate that. But Capitol Steps is going to be off the charts.
Yeah.
An exciting, fun evening.
That's awesome.
You will laugh from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Now, kind of going off on that, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, just not, the Capitol Steps. And the thing I like about this season is there's a whole range of different pieces for a whole bunch of different, there's something for everyone, absolutely, literally.
That's always been what we talk about.
Yeah.
There's a genre for everyone based on their interest. And if you go through the season, and of course if you go to our website, you'll see the full season laid out.
Okay.
Although we add all the time.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Every genre is a different audience, if you would. And you might overflow into different ones.
Okay.
But we do think we have something for everyone this year.
Now, is this the first time Capitol Steps have come to the Suffolk Center?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys must be really excited about that.
We are excited.
We are.
I think the timing is pretty darn good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty darn good.
So, so to tell us more about the season. Tell us more about the stuff you guys have planned.
After that one, we have Juwan.
Okay.
And that is sponsored by Charles and Juanita Pond.
Okay.
And it's a free concert. And it's open to the public. You do need tickets.
Okay.
But you can get them either online, and there is an online fee from the Ticketron type.
Okay, yeah, like a service
that we
charge or
use,
whatever.
Which is choice. But if you come in, we'll take care of that for you, and there is no charge at all.
If you come to the
If you come
center.
to the center.
Okay.
And the box office will take care of you there.
Okay.
When they leave here, I think it's in January, that they're going to Carnegie Hall.
Oh, wow.
So this is a free to Carnegie Hall.
Ooh.
It's absolutely going to be the best jet show.
Okay.
So there's no excuse.
And it's
for you not
free?
being-
Wow.
It is a free, thanks to our sponsor.
Okay.
Again, the sponsors in this area have been so good to the center.
Got it.
And so good to our community.
And it'll definitely put you in the Christmas spirit.
I'm
Yes.
sure.
You'll be ready for the holidays.
Absolutely. And speaking of Christmas, there's so many, It's a Wonderful Life right behind you.
This particular show, The Wonderful Life, was something that came out of an early rendition, if you would. There was a horrible snowstorm in New York, and the radio show couldn't go on.
Okay.
So these are not actors originally, but they went on, they were actually the radio folks who work there. And it's 4 worker bees who put on the show.
Huh.
It is a live Broadway kind of show,
Okay.
but it's all radio based.
Got it.
And again, Lake Prince is sponsoring that particular one.
Okay.
And it's great. It's a great show.
Wow. So there's a whole bunch of different things, different types of shows. I just, even looking at the gallery, going back to the gallery exhibit, I mean, you guys have put together a phenomenal season. How do you go about thinking of things to put into the theater?
We go back and look at the history here
Okay.
at the center. We're actually going into our 10th season.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow is right.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
10th season, 9th year. But the whole 10th season phenomena for us, you'll see lots of things going on throughout this coming year.
Okay.
We've taken the history, we've taken surveys from clients, we've looked at the classes that we've done, we've looked at every segment that's taken place here at the center, and really tried to focus on what Suffolk wants to see. And we draw from a broad base. It's nothing for us to have clients here from New York, Pennsylvania, D.C.
Oh, wow.
Heavy population from D.C., Virginia Beach. We just finished up a mystery festival here in the center.
Okay.
We had over 400 people
Oh my goodness.
that really participated, and probably a minimal percentage from Suffolk.
Really? Well, that's awesome.
Well, it is awesome because that brings in revenue
Yeah.
from tax base to hotels,
Restaurants,
food
meals,
services.
yeah.
The restaurants were all packed, and that is part of what we do here at the center.
Yeah, that's great.
We support the community.
And that we had 24 authors here, and this was in partnership with tourism, Suffolk Tourism, and the Suffolk Public Library.
Oh wow.
And it was very well attended, and it was just fascinating to be able to talk to and meet the authors and see their books.
Absolutely, yeah.
And things of that
One
sort.
of the things we try to do is partnership. And partnership with Suffolk, partnership with the tourism folks, they have just been phenomenal to work with. And again, that was a free, open to the public
Oh, wow.
event here at the center.
That's amazing. And
It
that's excellent for the public just to be involved in that, just to be able to come for free, because
And
they are great events.
This was the second one.
Okay.
It probably doubled in size.
It did.
Both with
We
the
doubled in authors as well.
number of authors
Wow.
doubled, and the crowd did too. So it's like it's becoming a tradition.
Yeah, so the word's definitely getting out there.
The word
Yeah.
is out, and actually I was with someone recently from another part of the country who is in a library business, and he commented to me that one of his coworkers were here, and they had no idea that Suffolk had that sort of thing available.
That's great.
So it made me feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It certainly should make Suffolk feel good.
Suffolk's
about
on the map, definitely.
it. Suffolk's on
Yeah.
the map.
All right, well, we still have a ton more to talk about, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, we were talking about some of the great shows that Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts is putting on this fall. And you mentioned all these, great concerts. Now, is there any other concerts that you want to mention or talk about?
Well, actually, October 30th, we have the Langley Air Force Winds group that's coming in. And again, that is a free public show.
Oh, cool.
You'll need tickets. Just call into our box office. They'll have them on reserve. You can
Okay.
pick them up there at will call. But it's Treats of the Season is the name of
Okay.
the particular show.
Yeah.
And they are fabulous. Again, it gets you back into fall and all the festivities.
Hopefully it'll be a lot cooler by then, too.
Hopefully it will be, but it's in the theater.
Okay.
So not to worry.
Don't have to worry about that at all.
Not to worry.
Now, is there a lot
Yes.
of stuff for kids this fall?
Absolutely. The Children's Theater of Hampton Roads, we've had a partnership with them now for several years. And they start in September, and it's always the
Yeah,
third
Saturday,
Saturday
yeah.
of each month. And it's generally in our rehearsal hall, but in November, December, because they're more than our basics, I'll call them, it'll be in the theater. And it's $5 tickets.
Okay.
It's a family show, and it's interactive.
Oh, wow.
They're a great group to work with.
Very, very fun.
The children have so much fun. It's
I'm
always
sure,
fun to
yeah.
hear their little voices and their little footsteps in the hall.
And laughter and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
So now that we talked about the theater, the galleries we've touched on, are there any other gallery shows?
Yes, after the first gallery exhibit leaves, which is October the 31st, then in November the 12th, we open with Artfully Done, which
Okay.
we do traditionally every year. And this is a time when we invite other artists that may be new to us, or some of them are returning, but it's an opportunity for them to have more of their work on display and available for gift giving for the holiday season.
Okay.
So that will run from November the 12th through December 23rd.
Oh, wow.
And it's a variety of things. I mean, price point wise, it's all over the board.
Yes. Really?
So you can buy a Christmas ornament for $10.
Exactly.
Or you can buy a masterpiece to hang in your dining room, living room. It's
Yeah.
something for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's all of our local artists.
That's awesome that they're all local, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gives them an opportunity to, like you said, display their works.
Yeah, and in Jesters, in the gallery shop, we have what we call regional artists, is what we like to focus on.
Okay.
And to us, that means like Virginia, North Carolina, that vicinity. We have some artists from other areas of the United States,
Okay.
but primarily Virginia and North Carolina artists. And those will afford people wonderful gifts, unique gifts
Yeah.
that are hand done and all made in the U.S. And we do gift wrap, and
Okay.
So it's a nice place to shop for
Yeah,
the
and
holidays.
this is obviously Jesters, the in-house kind of gift shop.
Right.
And especially that time period, November, December, obviously, that's the big gift-giving period.
Yes.
But along with that, and she has so many gifts there in all ages, from
Okay.
infancy through. But tickets for shows are a wonderful gift at holiday time.
Absolutely, you're right.
And on our website, it goes through our season, which is the end of May.
Okay.
And there's lots of different things, from children's shows, family shows, and adult programming, if you would.
Okay.
So it's not just gift giving there, but it's
Yeah.
gift
Right.
giving long term.
Yeah, absolutely.
Long term.
And you can do like gift certificates too and stuff
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
And memberships make a wonderful gift also.
Okay, yeah, didn't even think of
because
that.
that will allow you to have 10% off your shopping, depending on which level you choose, as well as 10% off classes. So it's a wonderful gift.
Is it easy to become a member, or?
Absolutely. There is no problem with becoming a member. But you mentioned classes. I've got to tell you, this year, some of the classes that are coming out in the workshops that we're doing, particularly for the fall, and it really is a sampling to see the response. We do surveys constantly.
Okay.
On, what are you looking for, what would you like to see locally, and that sort of thing. One of the workshops, which I'm really excited about, is new, with Chef Dietra. And Chef Dietra is going to do a cooking class.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! It's called Thanksgiving Boot Camp.
Oh,
So Dietra will teach you how to cook your
Okay.
turkey, your side dishes, and so forth. And at the end of the workshop, and I think it's 3 hours, you'll have a feast to feast on.
oh, wow, that's cool.
Yes, so there is a limited amount
I'm sure,
of
yeah.
students that we can take on, and that should be posted on our website this week.
Okay.
She taught at Johnston, Wales. She
Oh, wow.
teaches all over. She's got a great background.
Okay. Now, she won't be
We're-
screaming at you like that
Nah,
chef
I
on
don't
TV.
think-
Cook that corn!
I don't think so, but
Okay,
I may
okay.
be a participant, so
Okay,
more to
sounds
come on
good.
that. But we're real excited to have her, and that is
That's great,
something
that's
that
cool.
we've had lots of calls for, is cooking classes.
Okay.
So I'm sure this will be successful.
Yeah.
And maybe later in the first of the year, we'll do additional classes with her and workshops.
Okay.
We have a new instructor also who's doing some furniture painting, that sort of thing, to teach you how to do that. That's a workshop.
That's the new chalk painting technique, which
Yes.
is so
What is that?
popular now. It's almost like a distressed look
Okay.
on wood, whether it's a chest of drawers or a chair, but it's like soft colors, but you see a little bit of the wood grain through it. which is very popular now.
Very cool.
And when you come into class, we provide all the materials for you. So in that particular one, I think we're going to do a Kleenex box. So you'll walk home with a Kleenex box that you've done yourself. But she has lots of other pieces there you can see. And as we advance with this for the next course or so forth, if you choose to come back and visit with us, she'll do larger pieces and so forth.
Okay. Oh.
So it really is a skill set that you'll get really the beginning basics of.
Okay.
And see what you can do there.
Sounds good.
We also have a felting workshop. That's new. We've not done that before. And Sandy has the felting instructors.
Val Johnson, she's from Smithfield, and we carry a lot of her work off and on in the shop. But she will be the instructor, and she is amazingly talented. I always ask her how she sleeps at night because she's always coming up with these amazing ideas that you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have our, what I call our traditional classes that always do well, and that's pottery.
Okay.
For all ages. We do kids workshops. We do, the whole gamut there.
Oh, wow.
And we've been very blessed with their instructor. She's great.
Harriet Laskin.
Harriet, of course, Harriet Laskin. And then along with Harriet, we have our regular studio Larry, who does painting and so forth.
McMasters.
Yoga.
Yes, that's always popular.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the traditional classes just go on and on and on that we have to offer here.
Wow. And creative writing, stuff like that?
Creative writing is a new course.
Okay.
And we had the instructor here for the Mystery Authors Festival. And she really did establish a lot of interest.
Okay.
And I think that class is going to go and just be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just, the more I listen, just this place offers so much to not just the citizens of Suffolk, but regionally, like you mentioned.
That's true.
That, you guys have done such a phenomenal job of getting the word out there and of just putting on such great schedules with great classes and, stuff for kids, families, individuals that, I mean, people definitely need to go to your website.
Absolutely. And again, it's updated regularly. We're adding things continually. We have another little surprise in December that hopefully we'll have that signed, sealed, and delivered within the next couple of weeks.
That's a stay tuned, folks.
That's a stay tuned.
Jackie loves her secrets.
It is such a stay tuned that
it's a mystery, right?
Yes, it's a mystery.
But this area will love it.
Okay.
Absolutely promise you.
All right, well, then that's definitely something for me to stay tuned for you at home to stay tuned for. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your time, ladies.
Thank you.
And you heard it here first. Thanks for joining us at home. And definitely make sure you go to suffolkcenter.org to schedule what classes, shows, or events you're going to attend this fall. Thanks for joining us.